Fuck it. Heather Unleashed Uncorked. I'm sitting here and my belly is distending more and more. This is gas. It looks like I'm pregnant still. It looks like I'm pregnant. This is gas. All right, you want to see it, ladies? You showed me your belly. I'm going to show you mine. It looks like it's growing, doesn't it? This is gas. Because I ate something and I drank something that was outside of the normal for my normal routine. And this is all gas in here. Okay? These are my boobs. I can have the distinct pleasure of lifting my boobs up and my belly will come out. Now, you can see how flat it is right underneath the boobies. This is where my ribs are. Okay? Anything under my ribs is being extended. Okay? Looks pregnant, doesn't it? I look pregnant. Like a lady who has a baby in her belly. Do I not? Okay. We're going to do a little something, something. And I am so sick of pervy men. This is not about you. This is 100 about the women, okay? I'm getting comfortable. That's a little tight because I've got digestive issues, remember? And I got bone issues. Bone. I have no ass at all. Like I said, this is not for the men. I mean, if the men are whatever. But I'm not doing this for you. I'm showing the women. I might look okay, but I'm not. Okay? This gas, I can feel it. Everything through here. I can feel everything. And I got reflectors and I got lights and I got optical illusions constantly because I have optical challenges. I also have hearing challenges, so I don't hear things like what normal hearing is. That's what we're going to put it. Normal hearing. You go get a hearing aid test, you have normal hearing, that's not me. Born different. Optical. You go get a vision test, wherever. You get a vision test. Are you normal? What's normal? I am not. Take me to any optometrist, any ologist. I am not normal. That's those chimes out there. I was sitting here, and I have ADHD, and I have a little touch of anxiety, but the thing is, I constantly, this is so the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever been. Surrounding-wise, everything in the energy, everything has tested me over the past 5 years. And if it's solicitor. Hello? Hello? Hello, California. Solicitor. Now, there's many things you can do with that. You can block it. You can do whatever you want. Okay? Now I've lost track because solicitors are constantly hounding us, right? Over and over and over. But somebody who's got superpowers like mine, it's a distraction and it annoys the piss out of me. And I was trying to bend forward and my elbows are going. I mean, they've been going. I just know they have a vascular necrosis. I just haven't had the money to get an MRI. And I don't have the insurance yet. Back to disability. One day. And I'm not going to throw this. The inside of me wants to go, and rage against the machine. Inside of me wants to rage, you guys. Do you know what it's like? Wanting to rage inside your body? Everything I do because I'm a mother. But I wasn't born a mother, you guys. Or does the universe have a bigger plan for us? Sorry, that was me smacking myself to say, stop. collaborate and listen to what you're about to say, because I'm seeing and hearing so much right now, and I'm in so much pain. And when I get great pain comes great freaking stuff flying out my mouth that I should slow down. It's 5 minutes. Just me and my dad. Food that I tried. You saw. But when I wake up in the morning and I haven't had anything and I had fasted, I look good. To me. Somebody else might look at that and go, oh, that's cute. To me, I see a flat ass, saggy clothes because I'm losing so much weight. Somebody else is going to go, oh, you look good. I'm like, I look like shit. Up close and personal. That's what I feel like people will see. Because once I address it and acknowledge it, then I got over it. So I did some things and I talked to people and they inspired me to do other things, and I did that and I was like, oh. So long story short, stand in front of a mirror, full-length mirror if you've got one. I don't have a full-length mirror. Trust me, if I did, I would have had all my woes would have been cured. But no, I moved out and I moved in with my brother. And for 6 months, I had pictured where a full-length mirror would be. Perfect placement. Which I won't even go into any of that, the rest of that going through my head memory, because it's not about that. The point was, I said that would be perfect, and for whatever reason in my head, because I know that house. It was Carolina's house. She bought it. I saw it. Her vision. She talked. I talked. We listened. We were friends. Fuck my brother. We were friends. I had many conversations with her. She was like a sister, an art sister, a spirit sister, a soul sister. She was my soul sister. And she left at 44. But she did have one beautiful boy. He's my nephew. And he's 10. And I promised her, spiritually, I got to do more. Like I said, the past 5 years have been crazy for me. Growth, death, losing. She wasn't the only one. She wasn't my first. No, that was Evan. And I feel like nobody knew. My son was only 5. I asked him, I said, do you remember he remembers the man who lived with us. And how he was just there. He wasn't, but he was my guardian angel. Sent to help me when I needed him the most. He was my Ninja Turtle. Everybody's got a turtle. But mine, because his wife, Lindsay, and their daughter, Ava, took his ashes and turned them into a turtle and released him in St. Augustine on St. Patrick's Day. Whoa! Too much. And I feel like there's something right there. It's annoying me. So you see this? Watch this. This is what raises my anxiety, by the way. And then this is how you fix it. Ready? All right. I do it this way first to see if I like it. Blinds down. This means that they can watch me, but I can't see them. Do I like that? I can't see the shit behind it, so that's good. Well, let's try again. Mind you, I've hit myself 3 times already because of my clothes. It's okay, this house knows me and I can't see myself to see what we got here. All right, that's way better, right? Now they can't see me. But I got an itch and I hit myself 2 times. Look at this. This is my tight living quarters. This is my office outside because I don't want to be inside cooped up. And I would love my animals out here, but it's going to get really hot. And so we need a ventilated thingy and all this thing. And my head goes into a million things that we could do. There's so much potential, you guys. And it's awful when you have a vivid, wild, vivid imagination and you have nothing you can do with it. Nothing. Except for write it down or record it. And hope somebody pays attention. Because the only thing I have now is me. Myself. These things, because mine are still there. I started getting mine scanned in my 30s because my breasts were so dense. Dense. If you don't know the word, look it up. My breasts were very dense. And they didn't get milk. When I gave birth, July 15th, 1998, when I gave birth, it took 5 days. So on July 20th, 1998, these boobies filled with milk for the first time. They were the most magnificent things I've ever seen in my life. And I remember standing there sideways going, oh my God, these are the most gorgeous tits I've ever seen in my life. Like, man, if only it was cheaper pull them out. Whoa. Now, when I do that, I hear and feel my right shoulder click. Do you hear your bones click and snap and pop when you roll them? I heard and felt every bone spur in that one. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Let's see if you can hear it. And I just saw something go out my peripheral, but it could be my floater. But I can take floaters, shadows, whatever I want, and I can turn them into whatever I want because these boobies now are pliable. Yeah. Because then I got baby number 2. And I was like, all right, here we go. We're going to breastfeed. We're going to breastfeed. Oh, we're going to breastfeed. Yeah. Mother Nature said, no, we're going to make you need an emergency C-section. So things are going to be expedited, sliced open. Here's your daughter. And guess what? You don't get milk. Only this time, you're smarter. You're wiser. You give up sooner. You know what to do. You know where the pads are. Blah, blah, blah. You're experienced with the whole boobage problem. Sexy, right? All right, it's an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion that I'm rubbing my breasts together. Because they're really not being rubbed together. But what if I told you there's a lamp? I have an avatar that's being created. What if I told you I have an avatar that's being created that's going to be such a sensual sight, but it's going to be about spreading awareness of all kinds of things while it's being entertaining, and it's going to be a non-profit organization to help orphans, all orphans. But since I need to get the right people in order to help children who are being trafficked, I haven't done the research into that. I've done all my research has been animal focused ever since I had my kids. It's been animal rescue since a little girl. I knew I wanted to rescue orphan children. I just didn't know that this past couple of years have been happening. And then things have been brought up, and everything for the past 5 years have been blowing up to the point of a pimple popping like Bill Murray in that one movie where the bacteria tried to take him out. But whatever. Germaphobe here. Hello, Howie Mandel. Yes, I have all the characters. I am from Orc. But baby number 2 and baby number 1 both ended up with needing Nutramigen. Both of them. Different stories. Totally different scenarios. And holy shit, because I was a single mom until my son was 6. My son was almost 8 years old when his sister was born. And he was the only one who was paying attention to her. Besides me, of course. I'm the mom. My parents were there and my husband was there. Ex-husband. The nurse came in and gave us instructions, blah, 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 and she left. Blaine was watching her. I was watching them. The 3 Aries that are born March 29th, March 30th, April Fool's Day. Those 3 talking to each other, not paying attention because they're boomers. I'm paying attention to my kids. And I hear Blaine go, get the sucky thing, get the sucky thing. I got it, grabbed it, we got it. Because what had happened was, because Addison, my little peanut, who I call Addie, Bobaddy, okay? I met somebody else who's got a daughter named Addison. She's 1. That name was inspired by private practice. Addison, what is it, Forbes Montgomery? Whatever it was. Whatever. I divorced Forbes Montgomery to go starving artist starting at the bottom because I gotta learn how it works before I can talk about it. I haven't done my research on child trafficking yet, but I think I have the right connections now. But I do, because I do need to make my way up through different states. Pennsylvania is calling me with force right this second. Like Orphan Angels Cat Sanctuary and Adoption Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. There's lots of other things calling me to PA, but that's the one I wrote down, and it's number 11, Irma La Douce, 1963. So I'm putting boobs down because I don't care anymore. Would I like a permanent holder? Yeah. Can I wear bras? No, they hurt. Sports bras? No, they hurt. We got to come up with a different solution for people in my spirit. But then again, I'm special. I'm not. I'm special needs. But I was born. Long stories. I'll just tell you a little something about when you become disabled. You do things different. So I started writing down different movies. Oh, there's the big yellow butterfly. Again. Oh, and then the right groin. Again. Correlation? Probably not. But could I make one? Sure. It's my imagination. And last night I was talking to somebody about 3 things. 3 babies that didn't make it. As I'm going to carefully do this. I'm not acting rash. I don't want to hurt myself. I seriously am in pain. Fuck, I knew that was going to fall over. Damn it. Anyway, this is the candle I lit. Let it go. That was me talking to myself about my mom blowing it out. And I was like, it wasn't ready. But I evened it out. Almost. Kind of. Whatever. But when it was on, and I was on with my people, my ladies, and we talked about 3 angels, I happened to get a splurt of wax. People were on the table with me at the whatever. It happened, but there were only 3 splurts. I mean, and then there was 1, 2, 3, and then there was a tiny little one. So there was, that's not really a smudge. It's not really there are 3, okay. So there's 3 babies. One was bigger than the other one. So they're all 4 different sizes. You know what, who's in here? There's one baby on here that isn't written down. Because he's in training. Those are on the outside. It's 255. That's probably Riverdale Elementary. School's getting out soon. I live near the elementary school both my kids went to. I bought a house, my very first house, and my backyard was University High School where both my kids. And My kids went to different middle schools. Now New York. Again, watch. Hello?
O restablecer su cobertura. Si no se renueva, será responsable de todas las reparaciones y costos de emergencia de su vehículo.
Hola.
Aproveche las
Who are you?
renovaciones de
Hola. Hola, se la fellow. Hola.
Hablando con uno de los miembros de mi equipo.
Presione
Presione 1 para hablar con uno de mi equipo ahora o presione
1.
Hola, muy buenas tardes. Mi nombre es David.
Yo.
Soy de la división de garantía. Okay.
Yo.
Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Yo. All right, what it is, it's an automated auto call system. So if you just start saying different languages to it, now what you can do, what I'm going to do is block these callers. Okay, I'm going to go into my thingy, recents, information, block. Next one, California, block. The next one, 417. Oh, he's already blocked. 417 zip code. Here we go. 417. 417 area code. The southwestern quadrant of Missouri, including the cities of Branson, Carl Junction, Carthage, Joplin, Lebanon, Neosho, Nixa, Ozark, Springfield, and West Plains. Missouri was originally stated to receive only 2 area codes. So this person who I blocked is in that area of Missouri. The Ozarks. And they have no regard, or they have blatant disregard. That's the word I was looking for. There it is. It's 2 minutes before the bell. Just giving final. People who are only in it for themselves don't care about your time and what you've got going on. Call it what you want. It's selfish. Bottom line, selfish. I like to eat shellfish, and I will not feed the selfish. Only my true friends will ever get to do anything with me because they will set the time. We will set up and schedule something. If I don't already know you and I don't give you my contact information and I don't connect with you or I don't follow you, there's reasons. Too many people have burned those bridges already. My whole life, people have been burning things. I have stories for days. I was born under a fire sign, in a fire sign, on a Tuesday at 11:15 a.m. That's right, I'm an 8. August 21st, 11:15 a.m. For those of you who even give a shit. Cat Mama Frog. Oh, and what's